Chloe's hands trembled as she held the medical report, the crisp paper crinkling softly. Her breath caught in her throat, a faint whisper of anxiety in the quiet room. Her eyes scanned the foreign words. Subacute inflammation, elevated markers, referral recommended. Each term felt like a heavy stone dropped into a churning sea of confusion. A calm, empathetic voice seemed to echo in her mind. My heart races as you stare at those test results. Chloe felt a profound sense of unease settle over her, wondering what those medical terms really mean, afraid to ask questions that seemed silly or embarrassing. The voice articulated her unspoken fears perfectly. She remembered countless nights spent alone, hunched over her phone, the screen casting a pale glow on her worried face. The internet became a rabbit hole of frightening possibilities. Montage of blurry screens and worried faces, all isolated, all searching for answers in the vast, often misleading, digital ocean. Chloe felt a deep connection to these silent sufferers. She had searched every symptom online, falling down endless rabbit holes of medical forums and dire predictions. Worst-case scenarios played out in her mind like a terrifying movie. You've searched every symptom online. You've read worst-case scenarios. A quiet voice seemed to whisper. Chloe nodded, a familiar ache blooming in her chest. She wanted to call someone, anyone, to make sense of it all. But who would truly understand the complex medical jargon and the heavy weight of her silent dread? Her reflection in the dark phone screen showed visible anxiety, a haunted look in her eyes. The isolation amplified her fears, making them feel insurmountable. The fear wasn't just about her physical health anymore. It was about the profound isolation that came with uncertainty. It was about feeling utterly alone with her worries. The uncertainty itself was a heavy cloak, wrapping around her, suffocating her peace. Each unanswered question became a thorn in her side. The questions kept her awake at night, circling relentlessly in her mind. Is this serious? What does elevated truly mean for Fei Mei Fei? What if I'm missing something important? She longed for a safe space where she could voice these anxieties without fear of judgment. A place where her vulnerability would be met with understanding, not dismissal. Text on an imagined screen floated before her eyes. What if I could ask without judgment? The thought was a beacon in her stormy mind. Another question followed. What if someone understood? A deep sigh escaped her lips, a yearning for connection and empathy. And then, the most profound hope. What if I didn't have to be afraid? The idea of shedding her fear felt like an impossible dream. A gentle, reassuring voice broke through her thoughts. You're not weak for feeling overwhelmed. You're human. Chloe felt a wave of quiet relief wash over her. And you're not alone anymore. These words, simple yet powerful, resonated deeply within her, offering a glimmer of hope. Suddenly, her phone screen glowed with a new possibility. A clean, welcoming interface, introducing Maya AI Fei, your confidential health companion. A clear voice announced. Maya AI promised to understand her fears, answer her questions, and translate medical confusion into much-needed clarity. It felt too good to be true. With a tentative finger, Chloe typed in a complex question about her test results. An immediate, empathetic response appeared, breaking down the jargon into simple terms. She asked about symptoms, about relationship concerns, even her deepest health anxieties. Maya listened without judgment, responding with profound understanding every single time. A split screen seemed to show her own transformation. From an anxious, worried young woman to one visibly relieved and empowered. The weight lifted from her shoulders. No more losing sleep over what ifs. Instant, reliable guidance in her own language. Anytime, anywhere. Chloe had found her digital sanctuary, her peace of mind.